Hello guys and welcome back to a new episode. Today we have the Black Leader, as you can see, Marshall D. Teach, kind of like one of my favorite leaders at the moment. I used to play him a lot, maybe 1.5 months ago. I enjoyed him quite a lot, especially like the 10 cost Marshall D. Teach is crazy. It's like a really cool card, like a blocker with this high stats. It's like crazy, and you can stop one character. And even if I forget it, sometimes you can also block the leader ability of the enemy leader. Only for this turn, but for example for Shanks maybe, sometimes I forget it, but it's kind of like yeah, a strong engine to stop some leader abilities in your turn, or like Bonnie for example. But yeah, anyways, this is the decklist I'm playing. I used to check it out on One Piece top decks, but I also try to implement a little on myself, like what I think is kind of good idea. I tested a lot with this card, with the stage, because it's actually not the best, but it's kind of cool if you get it in the first turn and you don't have the searcher. Then it's yeah, quite nice to trash a lot of cards, especially for your Jesus Burgers. Probably my second favorite card in this deck. That you cannot KO it, is really nice, especially against a lot of black decks. Probably my least favorite card in the deck is the Laboom. I'm not a big fan of the KOing stuff in Blackbeard. It's still kind of nice, especially like with the Doc Q sometimes and the Van Auger. But I feel like the Laboon is usually a 1k discard for the leader ability, or when you use the effect is immediately dead, like a 5k. Usually the leader just jumps into it and your hand size is usually quite small, so you don't want to lose a lot of cards. Yeah, I feel like Blackbeard has a lot of strong, or not a lot of, but some strong cards like this one. Also the leader ability is really strong. Also the Jesus Burgers is really strong with the plus 1k for every 4 cards in your trash. But there are also a lot of like mediocre cards, I would say, like especially the KO card. I feel like it's not the strongest. Like that's why you play the finger gun is way better, I guess. A small blocker is just some nice addition, and yeah, the leader, the main event, the stage, also yeah, is kind of fine. That's why you only play it as 2-off. Anyways, let's dive into the deck, and which one do we take first? Maybe the yellow one. So let's make sure. I think 1.5 is this time enough. I felt like last time with the NL we were kind of rushing quite fast through the game. Okay, so the hand is kind of nice. Usually the idea behind Blackbeard is to stall the game, like make it really slow, play for the late game. Blackbeard is a really strong late game player, especially for the 10 cost teach. So you want to add or stack a lot of teaches, trying to slow down your enemy or the opponent leader. And when you're playing the Marshall D teach, usually you're kind of trying to wait until you can finish the game out and block everything that comes in. So technically, like the first 4 or 5 turns, you're usually not building a big board. Sometimes with the Jesus Burgers or with the KOing combo, like with the Van Auger and the Doc Q, for example, or the Jack. But usually you're trying to stall the game a little, and yeah. The Lafitte is really cool. For a searcher, it's like really cool. It's like a normal searcher, I would say, like the Bonnie, for example. You rest him for another Don, you play him for 1 Don, and then yeah, can search some. Is like a normal searcher if they attack into, if they don't attack into, and I have a game later, I think, where you can see how strong it actually is if they don't attack into him. And you can search every round. Okay, here I let him banish my card because I feel like if I'm wasting 2 cards from my hand, a 2k and a 1k, I would lose more beneficial cards, so I was just let it go, and it was kind of nice. It was just a Jack. We already have a Jack in hand, and also it has no counter power, so would have been really sad if we, yeah, ditched 2 cards for a Jack. Okay, now we're getting the burgers. Usually Katakuri KOs a lot with triggers. Or not a lot, but he can a lot. Depends on the build. Usually like the Nami or the Sky PR card. I forgot the name at the moment. We also played it in NL. It can also KO, so yeah. There are some cards which can KO, so I thought it's like a better idea to play the Jesus Burgers out here instead of the Laboon. As I said, also I'm not the biggest fan, so I can't wait to get the new card from OP09 and then changing it for Laboon. Really nice, we get the trigger from finger gun. I was thinking about KOing the Perospero, because if you KO him, you get a search, but on the other hand, it's like a 1k, 5k character, so you always have to waste 1k and getting another hit, so that's definitely something you wanna stop as a Blackbeard, that your opponent goes wide, has a lot of characters. That's why the new card in OP09 is also really strong, because you can KO 2. Yeah, first the search, grabbing Martial D Teach, it's like a no-brainer, I would say. Maybe we take the leader, the stage. Because there are still 2 more in the deck, we already have 1 in hand, and as we have a Jesus Burgers and another 1 in hand, we can just trash a lot of cards from our hand. Getting some small searches, really sad that we only get the... what did we got here? Let me check. Ah, we get the event card, okay, anyways. We have 2 Jesus Burgers in hand, so kinda nice. KOing the Nami, because we don't want to get another 5k hit next round. He probably lets it go, like 5 into 3, usually a no-brainer. Not to waste cards on this. Going in with the Jesus Burgers in, kinda nice. Getting some hits out of him. Also the Lafitte is usually kinda like a second blocker. Kinda unlucky for the trigger. That's why that's what night that we searched before. Would have been really sad if we just started to attack and losing the Lafitte. Yeah, and now we start to use our leader ability, trash 1, and then no on-play effects for our opponent. It's kind of hard to always throw up, like trash 1 card from your hand. But on the other hand, it's like a really strong ability, especially against a lot of decks. For example, like the buggy deck has a lot. I feel like the Katakuri is also really beneficial, or he benefits a lot from a lot of on-play effects, especially for the Lin. He's playing the blocker. Also, he has an activate main, which is like a way to dodge. We cannot let the Jesus Burgers go. We'll give him a 2k, and this was a big misplay on our side, or like I didn't recognize that he will get the 3 counters plus, the 3 down plus. So it looked like, let me go a little back. Yeah, it looked like we can block it with a 2k. So we are 8 into 9 then. But because he's getting 1000 from his leader ability, which I completely forgot at this point, he is stronger than we are. And that's why we were just a little bit ahead of the animation, and yeah, we forgot that he is going 9 into 8. Which was really sad. So we lost 1 Jesus Burgers just for a misplay. Could have been really strong if we kept it in our main zone. But anyways, we are a strong player. Blackbeard is really strong. We are already kind of in favor, I would say, against Katakuri. So we let this one go. Slight mistake from my side. Checking the Brûlé. I think it can check out the top deck, the top life card. Not something that is really interesting for us. Yeah, now is the big thinking, like what will we do? We don't have a lot of options, especially because we used our stage. We have 8 dons, so yeah, we're just KOing the blocker, which is probably the best we can do at this moment. But also kind of sad that we cannot use our on-play block, our leader ability at this turn then. So just 9 into 5. He will probably take it. He already knows there's relay. He will not give us 3 cards from his hand. Especially Katakuri can be sometimes a little low on 2Ks, especially if he has a lot of big moms in hand. So yeah, another 9 into 5. Oh, we're getting a Kikunoju. Strong card. We definitely don't want to KO it, but on the other hand, it's always a 6k beat stick, which is kinda, yeah, scary. So he's in a 9 Don turn, really nice for us. No 10 Don mom. And that's why we could afford to not play or use the leader ability from our Blackbeard. And yeah, playing another Kikunoju, that's completely fine. He will probably attack with his leader ability. Check out maybe our life. Going with the other Kikunoju in our life. I think he's debating on KOing our Jesus Burgers, but he would probably need, we are at 8. Yeah, he would probably need 2 Don. I would probably try to KO the Jesus Burgers. But I'm not sure. He will go into life, okay. We will take that. Yeah, we cannot block that. Or counter out of it, kinda sad. Using the stage. Or maybe at this point, yeah, we wanted to attack first. Let's see what happens. Okay, he will give us 1k, trash the Van Ogre, taking a 2k, 2000 counter. Always kinda nice. Playing the Blackbeard now. Yeah, blocking one of the attacks, using the on-player leader ability, because now it's getting really scary. It's like 10 Don Mom time. We already know that he has one in hand, so yeah, kind of scary at this point. So we definitely need to use a card from our hand for the leader ability. Okay, he's playing the Nami, cannot use it. He probably want to go on a white board, having some different attacks. We can definitely block one. He don't have enough for being scary for our 12k Martial D Teach blocker. So yeah, we will take one and block the other one. Another 2k, kinda nice. We will probably have to ditch it anyways. Block the other one from the Kikunoju. He only have he only has 1 life left. So but he still has a lot of cards in hand. Getting the blocker also nice. But yeah, I don't know, at this point we will probably play a Teach this round and hopefully we get another for the round after. So especially in the late game, you will probably not need so many different cards. Usually you're just trying to play out another and another and another Black Teach. Because he can do everything that all of the other characters can do. Maybe sometimes if you already have to, it could be beneficial to play the small blocker. Especially if he has a riot board, like it's really wide, a lot of characters, maybe like 5, then you probably need to. Okay, now testing, maybe he gives us a 1 or 2k counter. But on the other hand, like usually, he even gives us a 2k. Okay, this is a good sign for us. He probably runs out of other cards, and there's another Black Beard. Really nice. Play it. Yeah, block another attack, so we can block this round. Kind of 2 attacks. We still have yeah, 1 counter in hand. 1 we will ditch for our leader ability. So as you can see now, we have like 2 12k blocker. Yeah, he needs to play out his Big Mom now. He don't want to play the 10 cost Big Mom, which he probably should have done. Yeah, and he surrendered at this point because he can see the writing on the wall. He only... oh, he has a lot of 2k counters. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, like we could have blocked out of 2 of his attacks. Maybe he would have given us another one into life. Maybe we could have blocked it out with our 2k, playing next round another Blackbeard, and then we have, or maybe we didn't even need to. Like next round we could have attacked with 112k into life, another 12k, and then 15k. So yeah, it would have been, yeah, maybe impossible. I mean, on the other hand, he also had another blocker, and he had the counter in life, which was really great for him. Yeah, I think he gave up a little too early. He should have played it out. But yeah, I mean, it was his decision. So yeah, couldn't do anything about it. We won in this situation, which is kind of nice. And yeah, let's go to the next one. And here we are playing. Here we are playing against Black Purple Luffy. And here you can hear in the background the sound of the game. I'm not sure if you would like it more with the sound on or with the sound out. I think like, or turned off. I feel like in the first 3 videos, I think I turned it off. But I mean, you can write it in the comments if you like it more with sound, if it feels like a little bit more vivid, or if you feel like it's kind of, I don't know, like a little interrupting. For me personally, I don't care because I'm talking a lot anyways. I will not listen so much to the music. Okay, we didn't had, I think we didn't had any first turn. Oh, we played the stage, okay. And here, okay, perfect. Yeah, there was a misplay from me. I forgot that he's the 10k leader, that's why I attacked into life. Didn't make any sense. Yeah, he has a Searcher and also the Sorojuro, which is kind of nice for him, kind of early ramp. Another Searcher. We already have the Jesus Burgers, which is really nice. I think this is one of the games where I can show you a little about yeah, how the Jesus Burgers can affect the game quite strong if you have a lot of cards in trash. And here we have the stage from the beginning, which is really cool. So you can see actually you can see the benefits in this game of using the stage from early on. So now we are going into Zorojuro. It's always a second or an additional attacker, so we need to take care of them from the beginning. Use the dog Q, which is kind of nice, to KO one of the searchers. I mean, the Nami doesn't do anything, but usually in the low Don turns, sometimes people using their Dons for attacking with the searcher. So yeah, we don't want to actually get all of this kind of extra attacks. So at this point, we technically did a mistake. We forgot about unplayability. We have enough cards in hand. We should have just yeah, ditched another like a 2k maybe, or another dog Q, and then we would have blocked his ability to give another 2k for his leader, which was kind of sad. This situation would have been really strong if we did this. So we're in an 8 Don turn now. We don't have any 8 cost characters, so yeah. Also we cannot get rid of the Newgate, so yeah, it's kind of nice. We got the second blocker. We are KOing the searcher, so our Lafitte can maybe live or acts like a blocker for the leader. Get another Jesus Burgers, which is kind of nice. It's kind of sad that we forgot to use our stage. Or maybe it was planned to not use the stage, but could have been an extra card. And also, as you can see, yeah, it acts like a second blocker. I mean, getting every turn, even if it's just for one Don, another card is kind of strong. But at this point, he actually didn't need it to attack because we have Blackbeard, and usually every Blackbeard player has on his 10 Don turn Blackbeard. I think I never happened before for me that I didn't have a Blackbeard at a 10 Dawn turn. Must be really rare, especially with a lot of searches. So he actually didn't need it to attack, because on a 10 Dawn turn, of course, I would play my Blackbeard in all terms, because of the new gate. I can block the attacks, I can... okay, for him the blocking of his leader ability is not so important, but yeah, anyways, I would play it for sure. So no need actually to attack. Could have been he could have better attacked into life, but anyways. Yeah, sadly we cannot use it. Also here, like the finger pistol, we cannot use it because he don't have a 5k or less on his field, which is worse to destroy and or KO. And yeah, he's playing another new gate, and now he cannot give another 2,000 to the leader, which is really nice for us. But another one is kind of bad, because I think his second effect is activate main, which means if he gives 1 Dawn to his new gate, he can KO our blocker for free, because he can KO a 2 or cost or less, which is definitely made for low blockers. Yeah, so now we are playing the... no, I think we are take some attacks for life. Yeah, we will use our leader ability, and now playing the Blackbeard. Okay, nice. So we are kind of safe from one attack. We still have two 2k counters and one 1k counter. Still a 12,000 blocker. Yeah, but at this point, especially because he has so many Dons still open, he was maybe speculating on we are using our blocker and then he can KO our blocker with all of the other Dons. So yeah, we cannot risk this, so we need to let one Jesus Burgers go. Now he's on 8,000 character. So he will go into live, we will block it with Newgate, with Blackbeard, and we get another one, really nice. Yeah, we are just looking for 2k counters at this point and getting some cards into trash for our Jesus Burgers. So what is really sad about our opponent, that he is a 6,000 lead, 6,000 leader. So our Blackbeard leader is always kind of useless in this kind of situation. Because we cannot attack into life, and at this point maybe we should have attacked with with Jesus Burgers into life first, so maybe he gave us some counters and then we attack with Blackbeard into Newgate. But yeah, I'm not sure which one would have been better. Maybe depends also a little on his preferences and his like the situation he was in. Like with his hand size and his cards in hand, maybe he would have countered out. I don't know. Yeah, so at this point another Newgate is blocked. He cannot KO a 2-cost blocker again. He has another blocker, the Sanji, which he probably will not attack into. Now he's trying to KO our Blackbeard. And yeah, we will counter probably out. We can. Which would be a really strong hit for our opponent, because it always feels really bad if you're investing a lot of Dons, especially like 6 Don, which equal like 6,000 or 6k character. He cannot use his other 4 Dons, or he wanna save it maybe for Gum Giant or Radical Beam. We use our stage just for getting more cards in our trash, which is kind of risky for 3 top deck or 3 cards from our deck. Usually, especially in the later game, there's maybe no Blackbeard card or no 2k, which would be kind of like a downgrade. So yeah, we're going into live using our Jesus Burgers. Now we're thinking about attacking into live or into Newgate. Maybe live is better, but on the other hand he could just use his Sanji. So I'm not sure at this point what we will do. We're going into the Newgate. We really want to get rid of this, and yeah, he's using 2 cards for it. We're trying again. Hopefully he's letting it go. Because if he lets Newgate go, would be really cool for us. But there's the Gum Gum Giant. I forgot about this card. Actually, he also trash the Secret Rare Luffy, which also kind of strong card. 10 cost. Maybe not so good in this matchup because our Blackbeard has 12k. Yeah, so we're playing another Blackbeard. Probably would be kind of sick of it. So many Blackbeards and all of them are kind of blockers. But at this point, he has 0 lives. Only one blocker. He would just go into our Blackbeard. We need to let it go. And yeah, he probably doesn't have enough. At this point, we didn't use our leader ability, which is kind of nice for him. He can play the queen for getting some extra cards. And we get another Blackbeard. This is crazy. Actually not sure if we really need a Blackbeard at this point. But he has 2 blockers. So, and also 2 dons open. Yeah. We are using our stage first. Our Jesus Burgers is now a 10k character. You see it's getting kind of crazy for him. He's using the Gum Gum Giant to check out some new cards. Maybe he's getting some 2Ks. Yeah, at this point, you would just go into life. Like he would give us first the Queen and then the Sanji probably. Something like this. Or other way around, doesn't matter. Oh, but no, he would take the another Gum Gum Giant. So he used a lot of Gum Gum Giants at this turn. He's giving us a lot of 2Ks. He only has 2 cards in life, in hand, so probably he needs to let go of his Newgate. Oh no, yeah, he has the blockers. Okay, yeah. Anyways, he will not let the Newgate go. He will use another of his blockers, and yeah, we have another Blackbeard. So lucky that we actually draw it. Yeah, and now we block another Newgate. He only has a 10 cost attack. He will not use his Sanji for sure. It's like a safety card. Also, he only has 3 attacks. We have 1 blocker still. There we have a 2k in hand and 2 cards in life, which probably could be also 1 or 2k. So yeah, it's like really risky. And I think he also didn't have all of his dons. I think he was only in a 9 down turn or something because he used so many Gum Gum Giants. So he's playing another queen. We couldn't use our leader ability. We really needed to stick to our 2Ks. He's taking another Nami, another blocker in this turn, the Nami. Because you have 8 on, it's kind of like good for him. Can draw some cards, recycle a little. We take the life because we know next turn is game over. He don't have any dons open, so no Radical Beam, no Gum Gum Giants anymore. Just 3 blockers and 3 cards in hand. So for sure with 5 attacks we can do this. We can block this easily. Maybe we could have taken it, but doesn't matter at this point. Would have been maybe good to get yeah, like a finger pistol. We got the finger pistol from drawing. Would have been also cool as a trigger, so we can KO one of his blockers. And we're getting another one. Okay, yeah, at this point we would just KO all of his blockers and then, yeah, go into life. He has no chance at this point. You can see what the strength of Blackbeard is in this game. Is like really waiting until end game. I mean, the same for red, purple Luffy, but we were also really lucky to get 2 Blackbeards in this term and also drawing in the end like 2 of the events. Really nice. Okay, and then we're going to the last game. Going into 1.5 speed, and this one is a little shorter game. Yeah, we mulligan, getting some of the early searchers, especially we're getting for a lot of cards in our trash, because these the searcher event card always trashes the other 2 cards. Which is kind of sad if you wanna see like maybe a Blackbeard and a card you will need for the early game, and then you need to take the Blackbeard, otherwise it's gone. Or you have 2 Blackbeards in there, which is kind of sad. But on the other hand, yeah, kind of strong card, I would guess, for the Jesus Burgers. And that's why we're using it here. Okay, 6 into 5, we can use a 2k maybe? No, we take it, okay. We can use the trigger effect, kinda nice to KO the Yasop. Getting our Cheeseburger is already a 7,000 character. He has no card on board, which is kinda nice, so yeah, he takes 1,000 from our Jesus Burgers, which is kind of fine. He still gives us a 2k, which is kind of funny. He could have. Doesn't matter. Like I thought, like he could have let 1,000, or maybe it would have been better to give 1,000 less to our leader. Yeah, we're debating about the blocker or not, but we already have a blocker in hand, so I think it's kind of fine. Playing another Jesus Burgers, having a searcher, like we're in a really good position at this point. Playing the Ben Beckman. I don't know why he's not KOing our searcher. Slight misplay from him. Maybe he just clicked on the Jesus Burgers and then on OK, or like the button on the bottom right, which is usually then if he's not choosing something none. So maybe it was a misclick from him. So that's why we're getting a new search, getting our first Blackbeard, kind of nice. Yeah, and at this point, it's kind of hard to decide like which route we want to go, like more on a cost reduction, like with the Fanoga or with the Laboom, or going deeper into the searcher, taking the searcher, because otherwise, if we take the second searcher, like he really needs to attack into our searcher next round. And he will probably not attack with a 7 cost into our 1 cost. So yeah, maybe we will keep one of the searcher, which is always kind of nice. Okay, a lot of Jesus Burgers attacks. Also strong attack from our leader. We're using the leader ability, which is kind of nice. Or did we use the black hole the turn before? Maybe that's why he didn't use the Ben Beckman, could be. And also the yeah, we also have a blocker on field, which is kind of nice. He's playing a dragon. He's already at a 10 don turn, kind of nice for him. We're just countering out. This we will counter with our blocker, because the Ben Beckman cannot KO at this point anymore our Jesus Burgers, already 8,000 character, and we kept both of our searchers really nice, so we already have such a big hand, it's crazy, and we can search another if we want. But I think at this time we will play the Blackbeard for sure. We can search later in this game. We didn't forget about our leader ability, which is kind of nice. Could have been kind of sad if we forgot about it. Because it's really important, like this leader you need to remember about the leader ability. Yeah, and at this point he's giving up. He's seeing the writing on the wall. We are definitely too strong. Like Blackbeard. I don't know if he knows that we have another Blackbeard, but probably. And 2 Jesus Burgers, which are already at 8k characters. Yeah, this is too strong for him. With still 3 cards in life. He has the Rayleighs in his hand, which is a really strong card. I really like this card. Way too expensive in real life, but anyways. But yeah, it's like he cannot use it. Our leader ability is not allowing him to do it. Okay, now we can check out. Did we use our leader ability? No, we didn't. He just, yeah, he probably just misclicked on our Jesus Burgers. Okay, anyways, this was yeah, this were the 3 videos I wanted to show you. Here's our deck list again. What could be different? What could be changed? The Ice Age, I definitely not drawing it too often, which is kind of funny because it's still 3 times in the deck, but it's kind of rare. Could be really nice, especially with the finger gun to KOing high characters. Also with the Jack or on a more KO round. I mean, Doc Q and this one is already a 6 cost, which is kind of nice. And also the Liberation, you can switch it a little around. It can, what is the word for it? Negate the opponent's effects of a character. Maybe like an 8 cost kit, for example, like could be. Yeah, blocking this kind of effects, which could be kind of nice. So maybe you want to play more, especially because of the trigger effect. I don't know. Some people don't like the Hashinozu, the stage. So yeah, depends a little bit on your preferences, what you like like to play. If you're more on the side with the power, with the Jesus Burgers, maybe like to play it a little bit more like my build. Maybe if you are more into the KO route, maybe you would play a little bit more of, yeah, like these 2 cards. I don't know. I think this is still a little bit on a debate, like how much of each card you should play. Some people don't like to play the blocker. I really enjoy it, especially in the early game, because already a lot of people figured out that Blackbeard is really weak to early attacks. So sometimes you just need a blocker in the early stages. You cannot block out or counter out everything with 2k counters or 1k counters. You already have like a weak hand, especially against Doflamingo. So you should really yeah, use this card. And also, which is kind of funny, like in all of my videos, I think I didn't play it against Doflamingo, which is kind of like the strongest deck at the moment, but I'm actually not seeing it so much on the simulator. So I don't know, maybe it's getting a little less played, or maybe people are just a little sick of it, I don't know. But I would try to, yeah, maybe in the future having also some Dofi games into it, into my videos. I don't know, maybe a good point for the future. I already did some videos about Shanks. I think Shanks will be the next leader I wanted to play, and I also didn't play it against Dofi in this place, but maybe for the next one. Okay. Yeah, anyways, if you have some questions about the leader and about the gameplay in general, just drop it in the comments. And yeah, thank you for watching and have a good day. Bye.